Gamers, we are back, and we're losing and we're laughing. Isn't that what the plaque is supposed to say? Live, laugh, lose? That's the way I'm feeling about the Vancouver Canucks right now, anyway. I got scared last night. I saw at the end of the first, it was New York Islanders 1, Vancouver Canucks 2. And I said, guys, I don't want my tank team to get good. But it took a lot of slacking off, but they locked in and managed to lose 4-3 in regulation to get a franchise worst, or as I would say, franchise best 11-game losing streak. That's my goats right there. That's my goats. No one out-tanks the Canucks this year. We are the goats of trying to get a 1 in 5 chance of getting the #1 pick in the draft, and I can't wait, man. Do we play tonight? 1 second. I've already got ESPN.com open. Let's see. No game tonight, I'm afraid. That's a shame, because a back-to-back would be awesome, especially after a loss. You know them fellas are demoralized. That would have, honestly, I would have gone all out on that one. All out is the opposite of all in this case, but all out and all in are actually kind of synonymous, weirdly enough. Bro's talking about hockey, playing soccer. Who said that? Who freaking said that? That's pretty good. They've recently removed all combat from Isaac, which is, oh my god, it's very interesting. That's so embarrassing. Listen, they did remove all of the damage items from the game, but it is also possible I'm going to take a little longer, perhaps, to get back into fighting shape. Let's put it that way. I'm just keeping it at $150 with you, man. I genuinely think that our DPS is highest using the ice. At least for now. Especially because when you freeze a freaking poop, you turn him into an icicle, bro. Look at that. Mogged. Oh, so close. The type of fellas who don't know not to mine at night. I'll tell you that for free. Okay, this time we should probably just take the shot. Considering they die in one hit, I think that's fair. By the way, I never gave you guys my chicken potato recipe, I realized a couple videos ago. The problem is, and I'm not sure if again, all of my bits should be filtered through the lens that I am a streamer who chooses to interact with people on the... I'm never taking a pill ever again. That chooses to interact with people online. So I've been telling people, hey, I'm on chicken potato day 5. Chicken potato day 6 just got completed, etc., etc. The first thing they say, nobody ever asks, how was it? They always say something like, have you considered using, what hot sauce you got there? Frank's or Tapatio or Cholula or just Sriracha? Hey, have you seen this video? I've got a great recipe for chicken potato for you. Bro, you sound like Amazon right now. I don't need a recipe for chicken potato, bro. I'm eating chicken potato as we speak. It's just a chicken breast. Well, I roast multiple chicken breasts in the oven at the same time. And then I roast multiple potatoes in the air fryer at the same time after pre-cooking them in the microwave, and that's it. Maybe a little piri-piri sauce. That's it. There's 2 different kinds of food, bro. I don't know if you know this. Maybe I'm just too neurotypical, but there's tasty food, and then there's functional food. Now, there's no reason to draw a false dilemma. Functional food can also be tasty food, and let me tell you something, chicken potato is both. I'm still, you guys are fighting a war that ended like a decade ago, by the way. Anytime I mention cooking anything, people go, I know it's not seasoned. Oh, I know you didn't put any seasoning on that. Bro, what do you think this is, like 1971? I was literally watching America's Test Kitchen and learning how to spatchcock and high roast an entire chicken when you were in the 3rd grade. And now I got people who were born in like 2001 telling me like, I know you didn't put seasoning on that, bro. Speaking of seasoning, you got no lived experience. You've seen more cooking videos than you've touched pan to heat. What a dodge. Anyway, regardless, we're all chill. But the chicken potato's good, man. Of course I season it. You're fighting a battle that was over a long time ago. Everyone knows about seasoning now. The next meta... Oh my god, I still got hit. I can't believe it. The next meta, and I want you to be ahead of the curve. That's why I'm saying this. I want you to be ahead of the curve. Is not insulting people by suggesting they don't season. The next meta is going, I know you just dumped a bunch of stuff from the spice cupboard on top of that without worrying about whether or not the flavors naturally had any kind of synergy with one another at all. I know you just said, hey, give me cumin, coriander, paprika, throw a little chili powder on top of that. Give me a little Italian. I know you put a red, a yellow, a green, a white, and a black powder on that and then said, yeah, that'll do it. What's wrong with that? You just got baited, my friend. You just got baited. I'm going to stop kicking this thing at... No, I'm not, because look at how much damage that did. Of course I'm going to keep kicking it at him. Happy feet. It's literally, you look like a PUBG pregame lobby right now. It'd be full of children probably couldn't see as high as I be. It's like the game ain't the same. All right, chat, you take it from there. Don't take it from... Well... Take it from me, it's a great album. Streets are saying NL said it's his favorite hip-hop album of the 90s. Although I had to think about it, because Midnight Marauders and Low End Theory are also really good. And some other stuff. I don't claim to be the 90s rap expert, but Liquid Swords. 12 Inches of Snow, of course, an all-time classic. Never let them know where you stand, man. That's the secret in this messed up world. There we go. Careful. You don't want to catch a cold. It's contagious. All right. Let me in. Nobody knows what that does, so we're not going to do it. This would be swag. I would confirm the swag coefficient on that one. That seems swag rich. Oh! Now we're talking. Man, we're a little bit like the 2025 Houston Texans, man. We got a lot of defense. Just hope we can find somebody a little bit more well-suited to some high-pressure snaps than, say, one CJ Stroud. I'm literally allowed to insult CJ Stroud. He was my QB1 in fantasy this year. Now you're going to say, how'd that go for you? It literally could have been worse, but it wasn't really thanks to him. Mostly it was kind of like a... Well, Gibbs had some good games around mid-season. That was pretty helpful, to be honest with you. Where the heck are we going? Where the heck are we going, man? Anyway. Yeah. Let's chicken potato. We're on chicken potato day. Tomorrow will be day 7. But I will say I mixed up the potato, and it's a nutritional compromise for flavor and ease of cooking. Rather than bake 7 potatoes like I did for the last batch, I just got some frozen shoestring French fries, and I said, you know what? It's just way easier and way tastier to cook them up in several batches in the air fryer and then portion them out. Might suffer a little bit on the macros, but man, you ain't gonna live forever. Life's short. So now I'm still gonna call it chicken potato though. And the reason I'm gonna call it chicken potato is if I start calling it chicken fries, Burger King is probably gonna sue me. Burger King is gonna have their AI lawyers send me a cease and desist. And they're gonna send me a picture of a man who does not exist with 7 fingers on each hand. And I'm gonna believe that this is a real guy, and I'm gonna get scared, and I'm gonna stop saying it. It's gonna happen. You are getting re-rolled. We are getting re-rolled. I think we're out here. You see it, right? At some point they just put too much stuff in the game, so now you walk into the room and like nothing happens. You walk into the room and nothing at all. Like, it's just, this room's a novelty that if you saw it once, you'd be like, that's pretty cool. But having seen it 50 times, you're like, okay, moving on. As long as we're all on the same page, we can, it doesn't mean we're going to stop playing. It just means we can move past it, you know? Nobody knows what you do, which means you're probably bad. By the way, for those of you following along, we still have not made an espresso machine purchase. And I talked about it on stream today. The reason I haven't made the purchase is because the purchase is also time gated. Which is to say, I can't just buy the espresso machine, come home and have a cup of coffee. It has a learning curve to it because I don't know how to use an espresso machine. So before I buy it, I also want to make sure that, on the day that I buy it, I have, we may die here. I'm just being honest with you. On the day that we buy it, I also want to have an hour or so to be able, come on, bro. To be able to watch like a YouTube tutorial from someone to teach me how to actually use it. Stop this! I can't tell what direction the rocks are coming from when they fall from the ceiling, man. I can't tell! What a shot, though. Don't rush me! I guess the trick is you want to bait out the swipe attack so you know what's coming. Please, God, a health upgrade. A health upgrade? A speed upgrade. Are you trolling me? How about some hearts? We're so lucky we got a spirit heart drop in there. But I actually think, I'm optimistic, bro, that this might be on the horizon for me. Because, fellas, fathers, mothers out there, my daughter, on occasion, has been going to Grandma and Grandpa's house now that we live in the same city. And I would never have thought that it could come to pass so quickly, but she's saying stuff like, I want to have a sleepover at Grandma's house. If she has a sleepover at Grandma's house, the espresso machine is on. Fellas, you know what I'm talking about. You know what it means when your toddler says, I don't know if 5 is still a toddler, they might just be like a kid at that point, but you know what's on the table when your toddler's having a sleepover at Grandma and Grandpa's. That means it's time to get an espresso machine, right? Make a cup of joe. Hang on. I need some damage, man. Either way, it could be more likely than even I would have thought, man. Good things come to those who wait. Unless the espresso machine sucks and I never use it, in which case it'd be a severe waste of everybody's time. Not least of which yours, because you've been hearing me talk about it for quite some time now. Bro got me stutter stepping. Holy cow, I gotta go to the other side too. Are you seeing this, man? Type of stuff that had me sitting in the drop top soaking wet. In a silk suit trying not to sweat. You know what I'm saying? What's crazy? You're listening to that? You're literally LARPing, bro. 1999 really is a year that I can't forget. Because I was, well, I guess I could forget it, but I was like alive when it happened. You probably don't know what the heck was going on there at all. You're probably like, oh, I remember, that's when Pokemon Yellow came out. Is it? In North America, maybe. Let me check. When did Pokemon Yellow come out? Oh, in North America, October 18th, 1999! That's my goat right there. Holy! I've lost all confidence we stand any chance on this run, but genuinely, 1 damage upgrade is all we need, man. 1 damage upgrade, yikes, combined with the crazy defense we have would go so nutty right now. And also some more defense as well. Can you just explode and then spread the icicles and freeze other bombs so that I could start a chain reaction? Thank you so much. Thanks, bro. It's not like I wanted that or anything. And you're gonna say, why didn't you pick it up? And the worst part is, you're freaking right, dude. If I really wanted it, I should have picked it up. Like, Cold Stone Creamery's got like it, love it, gotta have it. I was bringing more of like a like it or maybe love it energy. I was definitely not acting like I gotta have it. I think I'm playing all right, though. The damage I've been taking, not that good. But I do think I'm doing the right thing with the icicles, man. Or whatever you would call this item. Huge. Huge shot. Huge shot, bro! That changed the whole complexion of the room. That was a nasty little room until we got things sorted out there. Get a life. Oh my god! Are you trolling me? I need that. Oh my god, a spider. Spider that doesn't even help me? Nah, man, this is for the birds. I guess, I don't know, birds eat spiders? You ever wonder, like, I know we're animals. Flies have got to be pretty stupid. I mean, obviously they're not as smart as, you know, like a dolphin or something. I gotta take it, man, I'm gonna try. Not as smart as a dolphin or something like that. But, like, no fly has ever survived a spider and then passed on the knowledge that, like, stop flying into the webs. Maybe I should be thankful that this never happened, because, you know, maybe, like, if insects stop getting eaten by spiders, it collapses, like, the entire global food web or something, but... Like, seriously, I feel like one verbose fly would just be like... Stop flying into the... I don't know about you guys, skill difference. I'm just gonna stop flying into the webs, I guess. Okay, I didn't even pick it up. That's embarrassing. I don't know, man. Maybe they just never thought of it before. Maybe there's a fly watching this on someone's shoulder right now. Probably someone in Springfield, Illinois, watching this right now. I'm gonna say male, age 18 to 35. Video game sweatshirt on, listening to music in the other tab. You've got a spider on your shoulder. You have a spider on your shoulder right now. I threaded the needle. Did you see that? What do you mean I fit the dang ice cube through and didn't hit any enemies? What do you mean the bank's all out of money? What do you mean I have no damage upgrades? Oh, they don't know how to make damage upgrades anymore. I've become the grandfather from the meme. What a shot. Huge. 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 Watch this. Huge. Okay, you actually should be mogged. You're not, but you should be mogged. Oh, we're gonna be at this one for a bit. Better settle in, man. I say, NL, what's going on? Well, listen, with no disrespect, it's like the third Tuesday in January. What do you think? not too much. Not a whole heck of a lot going. Did I already mention the espresso machine? Did I already mention my daughter wants to have a sleepover? Yeah, not too much. That's big news in my house, man. You guys literally froze yourself. You think you're the nostalgia critic or something. That's not what he says, man. He says, I was frozen. I'm starting to think you're not a real that guy with the glasses head. Cod? Huge. By the way, don't get me wrong. I would love to not exclusively... Great, amnesia again. Or have we been carrying that for a while? Like the Beatles carried that weight. Honestly, that's probably why Paul McCartney is so jacked, man. He carried that weight for a long time. And a lot of those songs on Abbey Road were quite Sigma. She came in through the bathroom window. My man, you're gonna carry that weight for a long time? You never give me your money? Bro, that's a Sigma fella right there. Top 10 times John Lennon went Sigma mode? Don't look that up. Don't look that up. You're not gonna... Just keep listening to the pretty songs. Don't ruin that for yourself. There's no need. You don't need to know Matthew Broderick's driving record, man. It's alright. Just watch Ferris Bueller. No one's gonna think you're a bad person. It's okay. Oh, come on. just stop going Patrick Stefan mode here and just sneak it through? They're just gonna sneak right by you. Look at that. Nailed it. I have no idea what this does. I have a hunch for what it does, but I cannot confirm it. Because I think what it does is it takes... it turns a heart into a broken heart, but in exchange it gives you an item pedestal. So if I'm gonna use it, we should probably use it on like a secret room, which is the best item pedestal. I think. Bro, we're playing a good game here, if I may. That's nice. That's pretty nice. This is really nice and actually synergizes nicely with what we're trying to build. It did not take Succubus, so I'm thrilled. I think we'd like to reroll all three. I love that, obviously. I will take that, and I think I'll chill on the rest. But honestly, I think that this was a big move for us in the Isaac economy. That's W Isaac right there. I can fly. Not to quote a Marshmallow song featuring the DuckTales. That my daughter enjoys. And I'm not just covering for myself by saying my daughter enjoys it. Marshmallow, to me, I don't know him. Is that a character from the Boston Rag by Steely Dan? Was he Lonnie, for whom it was 48 hours until he came around? I wouldn't know. He's the Fortnite guy, right? They should put Steely Dan in Fortnite, bro. Bro, dude! Watch out, Kid Charlemagne's dropping Grassy Knoll. Oh, what a shot, dude. Bro, you look like Bodhisattva. We can make this work. Bro, you look like Kid Charlemagne. Bro, you look like the type of beast who turned a diamond into a pearl. None of that was funny, huh? Okay, we're moving on. Good enough. Good enough is an insurance policy. I'm not paying a bomb for 5 cents when we got one bomb. One bomb more precious. Could be a spirit heart, which is functionally worth 5 cents. You know what? I'll just say we're keeping our options open. You know what I just realized? I was like, why did this run get worse? And the reason it got worse is because we traded our Ice Cube, man! I mean, for Succubus with BFF, it's a good trade. But losing the Ice Cube does kind of suck. So I guess the stars with a question mark takes an item and gives you a pedestal of the room that you're in, which is largely really good. Yeah, for sure. And it was really good for us this time. It just would have been better if it took a worse item, but still. Because I'm realizing now how much I was relying on that Ice Cube to do some flipping damage, but Succubus kind of like an Ice Cube that we don't need to kick. Just sort of floats around. You know what? Two ways to think about it. An Ice Cube you don't need to kick, or an Ice Cube you don't get to kick. It's true. Much to think about. 13 cents. I will always take damage on that room. It wouldn't surprise me if that's the room I've taken damage on most in Isaac, man. Embarrassingly enough. I'll stick with this over counterfeit. 3 bombs changes the calculus a lot here. Sorry to be talking about the game or whatever. I ran out of stuff to say. I'm like Mike Glambin in Raindrop versus Mike Glambin. I don't know what to say. And then that's where you come in and you go, we just told you what to say. You know what I'm talking about? Little light on great music, or not music, but YouTube videos lately. Mostly because I ain't been watching any. I do like a video chat showed to me. Guy on Instagram Live who says he's had every fruit. And some of you have maintained for a while now that this is a real guy and he's not doing a bit, which really makes me wonder how much of social media you're being... I don't want to say tricked, because I don't think you're being tricked if someone tells like a joke. But like, You should be able to sniff it, is I guess what I'm trying to say. Which is not something I would say if you worked at a shoe store, but you should be able to tell what's a comedic bit and what's not a comedic, what's genuine at this point. And being fake doesn't mean it's bad. In fact, something being fake in this sense is kind of beautiful because it means that a human being came up with it. And this is not like an anti-AI thing. It's just, you know, the human brain is a wonderful thing. It can come up with, what if there was a guy on Instagram Live who says he's had every fruit, and then people in chat go, hey, have you had this fruit? And he goes, yeah, I got lots of videos of rose apples on my channel, man. I've had every fruit. And then chat goes, well, let's try to get him. We'll make up some fruits that don't even exist. And then he goes, yeah, man, I've had Aki fruit. I've had lots of Aki fruit. I've had every fruit. I think that's a great bit and a testament to the prevailing spirit of mankind, to be honest with you. Yes! I think we're going to roll. I think we're going to pass on this one. Not as interested in bad items as I used to be. Call me Chaos the way I'm... not going back into the man I used to be. Now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure in the song he wants to go back to the man he used to be. I tried it. I couldn't fight it. I'm just trying to get back to be... back into the man inside of me. Is that what he's... That's more of like my magic joke from the last episode. I'm not sure about that one. Nah, Chaos, you crazy. I guess that's why he gave himself that name. Chaos referenced in 2026? I'm ghostwriting comments now. I don't know, maybe the way, the kind of cultural cachet that Chaos had in Ontario in the mid-2000s, he might be the premier of Ontario right now. Hey guys, is Chaos the mayor of Ontario right now? Nah, man. Mayor of Easttown. Kate Winslet. Hope that helps. Thanks for nothing, Grok. Although I should watch that, I heard it's really good. It's a little old now for a show from the 2020s, but it's got the spirit, right? I don't know, man. I think long term on this run. So you're like, you can tune me out right now. I'd really like to play all these temperance cards, like these blood banks, so I can get a bunch of blood bags. Because 5 health and 3 health, there's an enormous difference betwixt the two. Oh, we're popping? These eyes do pop for you, bro? That's huge. You guys know when I was in America, I saw a commercial on television for a medication that claimed it led to like 35% reduction in eyeball popping. Which got me thinking, and maybe this is something that's been covered in a video essay and I just don't know about it yet. Were all those people on the Guinness Book of World Records TV shows who popped their eyeballs, were they actually just individuals suffering from like a debilitating macular condition and not people who just happened to be able to pop their eyeballs out? Like, did they have a problem with like increased intraocular pressure which led to them being able to exploit it on TV? I'm not suggesting they cheated at the who can pop their eyeballs further out record. I'm just saying... I didn't know. I didn't know about all that. They didn't tell us that when they did Guinness Book of World Records on TV, which in the 2000s, at least for its initial run before it got heavily oversaturated, was must-watch television. People were seriously, like, you would go to school the next day and be like, who saw that lady pop her eyeballs? I don't know why I said it so weird. Who saw that lady pop her eyeballs out on TV? And everybody would put up their hands. We were all watching it, man. What a show. We all saw the dude with the longest fingernails. I can't think of any others, which is a shame because usually these tend to work better in 3s instead of in 2s, but... I didn't mean to do that. Paid out with the Omega penny too, huh? We live in a beautiful world, bro. I think coming close to the time, we're gonna have to make a move here. I don't mind respawning with the Ankh. If anything, it would kind of save us fighting with Dark Bum for the hearts that get spat out. But I don't want to do it as like an unforced error. So if I could just play them as much as possible. The other thing is, like, with one of them pays out, the other one is so much more likely to pay out, because the first one that pays out with a blood bag would take us back to full HP. And if we're gonna do, wait, there's a flowchart to this. You go here, lose half a heart upon exit. Like a dream upon frickin' waking. That takes you down to 1. See, I'm putting forth a good faith effort to win an Isaac, while also bantering. Don't die on this room. That actually got surprisingly close. Go ahead and take that. Thanks for the spider. This allows you to get this item. Once again, ideally we wouldn't die here. But if we do, respawning with Ankh's not the end of the world. But also getting damage upgrades when we have Succubus is the most important thing we could possibly get right now. Don't even try it, Buster. He really thought he was slick. You ain't slick, bro. I don't even know what you are, to be honest. If I had to guess what you are, I have no idea. Obviously, you have no eyeballs. Your eyeballs have popped all the way out of your head, which, congratulations, just so you know, probably be good enough to get the Guinness Book of World Records. Nothing. Well, I mean, you could just buy the book. It would give you the record. You know, the book really ain't that special. I mean, it feels special when you're a little kid and you get the Guinness Book of World Records. You're like, oh my God, what a tome of knowledge. But it's like getting access to the dang Enchiridion or something. Well, we did not, much like Tommy Wiseau, as Johnny did not hit Lisa, we did not get blood bags, so we'll just keep toughing it out here. But maybe it's good, because I have about a 50% chance, on average, based on history here, to lose a life before we finish the game. But I will now respawn with a little bit of HP after that happens. So it won't maybe be as catastrophic. You know you're a little out of practice in Isaac when you're relying on something like the Ankh to carry you, but I mean, the Ankh needs an Ankh. Sometimes art imitates life, bro. You ever think about how much it would have sucked to be like a kid in school in ancient Egypt? Like, it's hard enough. They made us learn cursive writing. I can't imagine having to learn, like, hieroglyphics at all, man. You're like, I just want to write a note that's like, I ate an apple. All of a sudden, they got you out here, like, drawing 17 pictures. Like, there's... Not to insult the society of ancient Egypt, but were they stupid? You don't need to draw a whole picture just to convey a single message, bro. Just, you got lines and circles. Everybody else has got lines and circles, man. You think you're so special, all of a sudden you're like, oh, I went for a walk. Now you got a dude with a jackal's head holding like an urn, 35 degrees positioned off his left side, and you're like, bro, I haven't even finished the first pronoun yet. Like, this is crazy. Nobody's got time for this, man. Ptolemy the 12th, you were on one when you invented that stuff, if that's the dude who invented it. Like, that's seriously crazy, man. Ain't nobody got time for that. I mean, you know it's bad enough, like, when you're a little kid, too, but once they start asking you for 1,000 hieroglyph essays, oh my God. This is gonna take, like, 5 years, man. That's crazy. 5 pages of hieroglyphics? Are you insane? It's the sum total of all the knowledge that human civilization has discovered, bro. That's too much. Not to mention, I still got all that embalming homework I gotta do, man. And like ASP training. I'm running down the list of everything I know about ancient Egypt. Plus, I got a meeting with the aliens later today to figure out where we're gonna put those pyramids. Don't need this 500 hieroglyph essay coming up. Come on, bro. Bro thinks he's Moon Knight. You're a tears up. Oh, never mind. I think you don't speak hieroglyphs. You read hieroglyphs. Now that I think about it, so I guess I was gonna say Moon Knight speaks hieroglyphs, but let me put how hard is it to learn hieroglyphics? Like, do they have that on Duolingo? It's challenging due to the complex mixed writing system of logograms, phonograms, and determinatives. Yeah, we're not gonna do that. I don't think we're gonna do that. r/ancient Egypt. How can I effectively learn hieroglyphics on my own? Most people start learning Middle Egyptian, and Allen is the only standard English grammar book that most universities use these. Holy cow, man. This is insane. Institute is offering an 8-week course online about learning hieroglyphics. It would be so sick to just drop that, though. Like, to write somebody's birthday card in hieroglyphics. And they're like, oh, what does this say? And you're like, oh, you don't know hieroglyphics? It says, to a wonderful friend, happy birthday. Praise be to Ra, the sun god. Like, bro, it's the 8th time you've given me a hieroglyphics birthday card. We all know you took the 8-week course, man. Stop writing stuff and wrote the dang chore wheel in hieroglyphics. I'm supposed to be doing clay pottery tonight. Oh, clay pottery means emptying the garbage can. Bro, just write it in English, man. By the way, I'm gonna save you some time. Don't be, if you're a teenager, don't be the teenager watching this that is like, I'm gonna learn hieroglyphics as a joke. No, you're not, bro. Let's start with flossing, and then we can worry about learning an entire language that's difficult to learn. If you only speak English and you're looking for a language to learn, don't learn hieroglyphics as a joke. Learn like Spanish or something, man. That'll be like really relevant in your life. Maybe for perspective, something like Chinese or Japanese, Mandarin, you know, etc. Urdu. Speak a little Urdu or something like that. Don't go straight to hieroglyphics. So honestly, borderline insulting. If you don't, you should not learn hieroglyphics. I'm gonna say that's like a 5th language. If you speak 4 other languages that are, and hieroglyphics maybe not even a language, I guess, maybe more like a font, I suppose. Unless you can speak hieroglyphics, in which case, that would be sick. Rolling up to your friend's house like, man with arm outstretched, pointing towards the sky. That's in my head, that's hieroglyphics for like a greeting. Hey bro, what's up? Man raising right hand with palm outstretched. Man making come hither motion with his finger. That means I'm good and you. Man with bushel of grain on back, kneeling in front of tall plants. Yeah, bro, I'm hungry. Let's go grab dinner. This bit got way better than I expected. I thought this bit had no chance, and it actually is. This is one of my favorite things that I've ever said, I think. It started with no juice at all, and then I'm really surprised what we were able to get out of it, if I'm being honest with you. Holy cow, we lived, man. Get me out of here. I mean, we live for now. And you're gonna say like, oh, why is it always men? Bro, I didn't invent hieroglyphics, okay? Take that up with Ptolemy the 12th. I thought we covered this. You're mad at the wrong guy, man. We're both victims in this system. And perpetuators, but victims as well. That's good, right? Is it, do we, no, maybe we don't care at all now that I think about it. Classic map fake out here. By the way, I'd like to apologize in advance. I mean no offense if hieroglyphics is actually like somehow still an actively used language and you're watching this video with hieroglyphic subtitles. In which case, I would say, A, that's cool, and B, how hot is your PC right now? I have to imagine your PC's getting hot, man, because that seems like a lot of processing power. How did I not get hit? That astronaut from 2001 watching Hollywood Squares, my God, it's full of stars. Sorry, it just popped into my head. Is he even, is that from 2001? I've seen 2001. Does he say, my God, it's full of, I thought he just said, like, what am I doing in this room? What the heck, bro? Why am I old? He didn't know what he was doing, basically. We need 2026, man, a Space Odyssey. Oh, I don't know. You ever think about that? It's not as good as the hieroglyphics line we found ourselves on, that's for sure. You know what I mean, man? I've been thinking that. No, you haven't. You guys see we're going back to the moon. You ever talk about the fact that, like, I was a little younger. I was like, it's kind of crazy that we've never been back to the moon in my lifetime. Like, the last manned moon mission, I think it was in, like, the 70s, right? Maybe even, like, the late 1960s. No, that doesn't make sense. The 70s makes sense. Forgive me. I was being stupid there for a second. And I think, like, Occam's razor must be that the moon kind of sucks, man. I mean, it's basically just an island in space, right? Like, there's lots of islands we probably don't go to all that often that are way less dangerous to get to. As long as you're not in a Boeing, they're actually still really, really safe. I know because I've been in them recently and I've landed okay. The only thing I'm in danger of is peeing my pants because people spend too much time in the dang airplane bathroom. But for now, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. If you did, click the like button. Upset a great deal. Subscribe if you want to see more in the future. I'll see you next time. Later!